March 31st, 1974, an entrepreneur by the name of Bob Stupak had opened a small gambling hall with quite possibly the longest name I have ever seen for a casino, Bob Stupak's world-famous historic $1 million gambling museum and casino. The small casino was lined with actual $1 bills that were guarded by plastic, along with a total of 15 slot machines. The museum portion of the casino contained antique slot machines and different casino-based memorabilia, including photographs of former famous gamblers, a large poker chip collection, and most importantly, a rare $100,000 bill. It would only last for a few months when a broken air conditioner caused a fire inside the casino. So much damage was done to the casino that the property had to be demolished later on. Stupak was devastated. His original dream had only lasted a few months before being destroyed thanks to a fire. But then he had another idea to make a casino, this time with a space theme and a hotel. He would decide to name it Bob Stupak's Vegas World and had it located on where the gambling museum originally took place. To pursue this new dream, Stupak persuaded the Valley Bank Company to lend him $1 million so he could build his new casino. Groundbreaking was held on June of 1979, with the cost of the hotel and casino being $7 million, which even then was considered a smaller cost. Vegas World was officially opened on July 13, 1979, containing a 15,000 square foot casino and 109 hotel rooms. The majority of the designing was made by Jack Du Bois of AdArt, along with creating the motto, "The sky's the limit." The first year of Vegas World was, let's just say, a disaster. It only managed to get $7 million in revenue. This could probably due to its instant location from the Strip. Even today, as it's now known as the Strat, there was always a huge debate whether the property was located either on the Strip or not. In fact, every time Bob Stupak would mention his hotel and casino being at the end of the Strip, he'd always get replies such as, no, you big dum-dum, it's not on the Strip. Don't you know the end of the Strip is at the Sahara? Jeez. But even then, Stupak would still be able to expand and renovate the hotel room, beginning in 1982 with the approval to build a massive 339-room, 24-story hotel tower, along with expanding the casino and adding to the space theming. The new tower and expanded casino was completed in 1983. This would change the hotel and casino entirely, as many changes were also made to the already existing hotel tower and original casino space. Inside, the casino was filled to the brim with mirrors on the wall, making the property look much bigger, along with giant styrofoam planets, rockets, and astronauts hanging from the ceiling. Even the carpet contained a purple haze, with galaxies and nebulas. It included the world's largest Wheel of Fortune, which was themed off of the Starship Enterprise ship from the Star Trek franchise. Along with that, there were the first slot machines to have $250,000 and $1 million jackpots, along with crapless craps and a new form of blackjack that was introduced with the casino called Double Exposure 21. Some hotel rooms would usually have a reflecting illusion on the walls, either that or just mirrors. The hotel's showroom was named the Galaxy Showroom and would be the home of Hallelujah Hollywood. Restaurants included places like Daisy's Cafe, the Moonrock Buffet, and the Galaxy Bar. Also inside the casino was Bob Stupak's $1 million display, which was a case containing $1 million worth of dollar bills and coins. The exterior contained a giant neon animated sign, also designed by Jack Du Bois, along with the world's largest painted mural designed by Robert Barnett Newman and Paul Whitehead. At its peak, Vegas World would get $100 million in revenue by the end of every year. It was not hard to miss thanks to the abundance of neon surrounding the property, along with it getting constantly into the headline of the local news. On May 19, 1984, Dan Coco, a stuntman, leaped from the 24-story hotel tower while being set on fire. This was a record-breaking stunt that would later be done again on August 30th of the same year. It was made as a $1 million deal made by Stupak, the most expensive deal and price ever made for a freefall stunt. The late 1980s would bring Bob Stupak's vacation packages, which were displayed on the insides of newspaper and mail, usually costing up to $395 to $5,000. This made Stupak one of the first people to use direct mail advertising for casino promotions. This would, however, lead to a complaint in October of 1990 by the Nevada Gaming Commission, claiming that he was using frauds to promise his customers free trips and was fined $120,000. Vegas World would expand again in 1990 with an expanded hotel tower. At this point, the hotel had 932 rooms along with the addition of a new rooftop pool and an 80,000 square foot casino. On May 30th, 1991, a vicious windstorm knocked over the iconic Vegas World marquee, causing a huge amount of damage to the property and left the sign hanging off of the base. Along with that came a power outage that was also done by the storm. By the next morning, the sign was restored, but faulty wires caused a fire on the roof. Guests were evacuated, and sadly the signage had to be completely removed. At the end of its lifetime, Vegas World would become a bit run down, with the only thing saving itself being 50-cent drinks. It would officially close on February 1st, 1995 to be merged with what is now known as the Strat. Many of the space-themed props were donated to Lamy Hammergren, later to be shown to the public inside his large history-based collection. The entire building, rooftop pool, and casino space still exists, including the base of the neon marquee being camouflaged with the smaller hotel tower. Vegas World was quite possibly one of the most interesting casinos to date. It went all out on the space theming and was Bob Stupak's first ever attempt at creating his first ever hotel. It was also, however, the start of his venture into creating the tallest structure in the west of the Mississippi River. In 1989, Stupak announced that he wanted to build a 1,000-foot neon sign that would also count as an observation tower. This would eventually lead to the tall, iconic Las Vegas symbol that he would eventually name the Stratosphere.
If you're a smart player, you'll come to the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino.
Tell them they're crazy to play anywhere else on the strip.
Thanks, son. Just keep cranking. Stratosphere has over $150 slot machines paying out over 98%, which means you can win more jackpots. Play with the player's card, and you can get free show tickets, Stratosphere Tower passes, prime rib buffets, and more. So be smart. Come to the Stratosphere. You can't have all this fun sitting at home.
Not unless you live in a casino.
Not unless you live in a casino.
Stratosphere Hotel, Casino, and Tower shops on the Strip. Smart players know better.